What's going on, guys? It's Jmann here, and this is not a normal motovlog, but today we're going to talk about what I did to set up my helmet for motovlogging. Okay? So this helmet here is the Icon Air Mata Bioskull helmet. All of my gear here, everything you see here, will be down in the description below, with links to the store. Alright, now the camera I use for motovlogging is a GoPro Hero 4 Black Edition, and to record audio I use the Sony ECM CS3 lavalier mic, and I have that mounted right up in here. Right. But what I did is I took the GoPro Hero 4 and mounted it to the front of the helmet. It made for a really low profile image on the helmet. And as you probably see in the intro, my AFX FS41 helmet, I had the camera mounted on the side here. Now the only problem with that is when I was going highway speeds and I turned my head to the left, it acted as a giant sail and pulled my head to the left really hard. That was a problem. A problem. Right? So I stopped using that almost instantly. Now the Cena 20S here on the side doesn't cause that much resistance because it is pretty aerodynamic, but we're not going to talk about this today. I don't use my Cena 20S for motovlogging yet. I haven't set up the intercom to talk to anybody. The only thing I really use the Cena for right now is listening to music, radio, Bluetooth phone calls and everything. All right. It does its job and it does it very well. Right, and now you can see what I've done here is I've taken the 3.5mm adapter. I don't have the 90-degree one yet. I do plan on getting that very soon. But I took the 3.5mm adapter, plugged it in, gave it a little twirl here, and then stuck a little piece of Velcro to the side of the mount to brace the adapter up against something, against itself actually. Because when I did not do this, and when I had it just floating, just like this, what happened is I went up to highway speeds and this bent backwards and it wasn't good. So what I did is I just take this and I Velcro it right to the side there, and now the adapter has something to brace itself against to where it won't pop off. Now what I've done with this cable is I ran it down and I ran it right up under the cheek pad here. If I were to pull this cheek pad out, you could see about 6 feet of wire from this little lavalier microphone. All right, and where I have the microphone placed right now, it's actually not bad. There's not a whole lot of deviation when it comes to the cushioning, and I really don't feel a difference to the cushion on my face. It's not that bad. Alright, now we're going to talk about the actual mount I have here for the GoPro. Alright, all I used was a curved adhesive mount on the front, and I took 2 little strips of extra strong double-sided tape and stuck it on the sides because of the curvature of the helmet, the mount doesn't sit flush. It'll be raised up on a couple edges. And then you might be asking yourself, well, Jmann, what mount is that? What back door is that you have on that case? Why don't you have any arms on there? Well, this back door actually came with the battery eliminator kit, as well as this extendable USB cable, female to male USB cable, and this connector plugs into the back of the GoPro, and on the other end is a USB. Now I rarely use this adapter, right? Because what I do is I take my external battery here, I put it into my jacket. I will have this cable plugged into the back of the GoPro, and this USB run into my jacket, and this plugs into the waterproof. This sits in the waterproof pocket inside the jacket. And this particular battery is the IO Gear green power It's an 8,000 milliamp hour battery, and I've gotten to use with a cell phone plugged into the 2.4 amp socket. I've gotten about 6 to 8 full charges from 0 to 100% using that 2.4 amp slot. And what I normally do when I'm motovlogging is I'll plug the GoPro into the 1 amp socket, or the 1 amp port, and then I'll charge my phone with the 2.4 amp port. Right? And I tuck all of the wires into my jacket, so I don't have a lot of stuff hanging out. The only exception to something hanging out of my jacket is this cable right here. But what I do is I tuck it under my chin strap, so it runs along my neck, and then down into my jacket. The only things I'm waiting on for the helmet are the 90-degree USB or 3.5 to USB adapter, and also the wind socks for my microphone. That will greatly reduce wind noise on the highway and just make for a better audio experience with the vlog. All right. Thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to leave a comment down in the comment section below. Don't forget to smash the hell out of that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.